Now weather on the ones as we approach 611 with Paul Cayano. I was telling you earlier, a car passed me on the Northway with a lot of snow on it. You said they're probably coming down from the Adirondacks.
Probably, or over in the Tug Hill area. They're getting pounded with a bunch of snow. Snowmobile country, loving this. They call it white gold, as it makes the cash register ring, and the folks come out and enjoy it with the snowmobiling, and it's adding up now out toward Boonville. We'll check here on the First Warning Live Doppler, and you can see on the upper part of the screen, just under the 13. Boy, they're getting hammered with a bunch of snow over toward the Old Forge area. Our area mainly dry, a few flurries through the Schoharie Valley, maybe drifting into the Greene County Catskills, but it's these lake effect streamers off of Lake Erie and especially off of Lake Ontario that we're focusing on. Old Forge is right about here, and it's known for its great snowmobiling in and around the vicinity. And we have a webcam from that location, Old Forge Beach. This is just taken in the last couple of minutes. I'll step out of the way, and you can see the snow really adding up now out at Old Forge Beach. And there's latest shot right there. And you can see the snow plows just keep moving it out of the way. And this will add up to about 1 to 2 feet before the evening is out tonight. And needless to say, a lake effect snow warning is out for the Tug Hill Plateau, including Old Forge and Lake Pleasant. And even a lake effect advisory for upper Hudson Valley locations in northern Warren County around North Creek and Warrensburg, Chestertown, even across the Northway near Glens Falls and Lake George. We may get a little dust of snow from this. Meantime, for the rest of us, plain old wind and cold. Temperatures in the teens and 20s. Wind chill values even colder this morning. Weather spotters coming in with some cold readings from Blue Mountain Lake to North Creek, Helene. No new snow yet. 16.3 degrees. Bolton 21. Fort Edward 21. 19 in Manchester. Ken and Kristen, you sure the snowmobiles are getting cranked up there in Porter Corners at 19 degrees. Temperatures for the most part in the 20s today. Some places may touch the 30-degree mark. Cobleskill, though, 24. Schoharie, 26. 30 in Troy. And even if it gets to 30 in Troy, for example, or Rotterdam, the wind is going to make it feel colder than that through the day. The heart of the coldest air comes through late tonight, and tomorrow we'll be up into the lower 20s for highs. So that's all we can muster up here as we roll through some of the shortest days of the year. So the weather pattern relatively quiet outside of those big-time lake effect streamers. We'll have in and out sunshine today, and maybe even a few flurries drifting through as this front makes its way toward us, reinforcing the colder air around. So flurries and scattered snow showers. The persistent squalls out to the west will add up, but nothing much here, at least for the middle and latter stages of the week. The wind and the cold, the bigger story today. 28 back down to 13 tonight, with the breeze making the wind chill go down toward 0. 23 tomorrow with a mix of sun and clouds, and extending the forecast. It shows that we do get a little bit unsettled here over the weekend. Storm system heading our way could bring a shot of snow late Saturday and Saturday night, continuing into Sunday morning. The exact track and how much moisture associated with this storm will determine what we get. But right now it looks like, for the most part, everyone in the greater Capital District should see a general snowfall of at least a few inches over the weekend, maybe more in some spots. So obviously the first widespread snow that we'll have to shovel across the area.
Shovelable snow.
Shovelable snow. I like that, yeah.
Time is going to name their Person of the Year this year. This morning, they're going to do it on the Today Show. 4 out of the 5, I think everybody will know. Edward Snowden, Pope Francis, Senator Ted Cruz, Bashar Assad, Syria. And the 5th is Edie Windsor. Some people may not know her. She led to the defeat of the Defense of Marriage Act. Apparently, it's not going to be a thing this year. You know, the computer has been one,
right, and
the World Wide Web has been one. So apparently it's going to be one of these 5 people.
You mean the Person of the Year is going to be an actual person?
An actual person,
yeah.
And in some cases a controversial person. Unfortunately, the top 10, your Miley Cyrus was on there. She didn't make it in the top 5.
Didn't make it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was in the top 10, though.
She was in the top 10
so
as a Person of the Year.
Good question. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about the Snowden thing, and you know, I could see that being in there. I'm not all for the Person of the Year being, I mean, not that it's so negative, but, you know, a character who, you know, has sort of a downside.
But you know there's a precedent.
Right.
I mean, Adolf Hitler was Man of the Year
exactly.
1 year, and you can't get any lower than that.
No.
I'm looking at either Snowden or Pope Francis. Two
Right.
very different people
Yeah,
for very different
but I'm
reasons.
with you.
But, yeah, both very motivational this year. So, all right. Thanks,
Paul.
You got it.
We've had 2 house fires.